Well, good morning, everybody. All to watch when he's in the groove and in the balls. And Sean, this has got the makings of a fabulous encounter. Good morning to you. And so he proved in dispatching the 2019 champion, Judd Trump.
Yeah, there's the red that I mentioned. Needs cover. Needs the yellow to come to his rescue. Guaranteed to leave that. Ah, that's excellent. Played.
Or when he wins his first title.
And as if on cue.
1.
This is like a practice session. Lots of little stuns and screw shots.
17. 22. 30. 30.
You would think would be over sooner rather than later, with Mark Allen having. And these two will have the whole place
46.
to themselves. Starting the morning 12-4 ahead and perhaps slightly more used to the crucible.
50.
Yeah, that semi-final against Kyron Wilson will long.
Anthony McGill,
Now.
61. 1.
Yeah.
9.
And even if he doesn't take the frame, I don't think, judging by how well McGill was compiling that.
15. 20.
But now you would think whoever pots the red should go on to win the frame.
He's on his way to an excellent single visit. Just that miss, red to the middle.
One.
Wants to get in behind the brown.
Jack Lisowski, 4.
And that kiss on the black is.
Jack Lisowski, 2.
Yeah, no, well judged. That's well judged as well. The bump has helped, but. Keep the green safe. Safe in there.
3. Lisowski 3.
Yeah, thanks very much, Seema. Well, this first frame is a microcosm. Missed the brown and split the pack. But just when he was getting towards frame ball, Anthony McGill had, with Lisowski requiring just one snooker. It's been fascinating so far, Sean.
Well, he tried to get him behind the pink. Anthony just needs to mind his work here. The cue ball in behind the pink. Well, he did try and pot the brown.
Opening frame. It's been interesting. It doesn't feel like it's been nearly half an hour.
Yeah, no attempt at the pot from Anthony there. He was aware if he'd got any closer to the pot. He needs the blue to come to his rescue here, otherwise he may have offered up the frame here. It's quite unnerving. Talk about using the first frame as a settler. This frame won't have settled either, no matter who wins it. We've both made some errors that... Now, the net just... And also make sure that in avoiding that, he doesn't offer up a chance for Jack Lisowski. Now this brown's going over the pocket again.
Four.
Now there's a good opportunity here. Thin on the right-hand side of the blue, past the line where he is now, and in behind the pink. How's the line? It's a good line. How's the
Jack
pace?
Lisowski 4.
Yeah, he didn't try to pot the blue there, just tried to put it nearer the pocket. The pink behind the black are almost zero. So Anthony trying to get that blue over that pocket.
Well, one very interested spectator. They were asked whether they would prefer him to not be here. And they said, well, it's up to him. But I saw him on the way in this of each, the advantage over the other. A bit like the situation that Chris Henry was in with you and Mark Selby playing the World Final a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's horrible for both players, actually, that situation. Leave everything at the door, but it's not easy to cope with when you're out there, used to having your man in the corner and used to him being in your dressing room and working out how to beat the opponent. Meanwhile, he's working for the other guy as well.
Now a chance to finish the job. Semi-finalist.
Anthony McGill 5. And a frame.
Thanks very much. So the opening frame to Anthony McGill. The divide is up.
1.
And that's more like it from Jack Lisowski. Although I do have to mention...
In 2 or 3 shots time, Jack will have seen that already. Now, if he...
13.
See how he finishes on this blue. Yeah, he's perfect. Not... Well, He'll naturally be going into the pack of reds afterwards. That's why you use the cushion, because that guarantees you being...
19.
Nicely played. And this pack of reds is much better to be attacked from the blue now. Might crash into the reds next shot. That's what he's played. Cue ball's just spun away from him there. He just holds the... Oh no, he used them.
31.
Great shot. With a possible 75 remaining, so he will know now that he will have to
38.
split the reds. But goodness me, that is careless.
Jack Lisowski, 45. One. 9.
First 45 minutes of this encounter.
Jack Lisowski, 16.
I just wonder if that red... And this is the part of the game that I feel Anthony McGill, and he would be stronger in this tactical part of the game. That's a mistake, swerving out of the snooker.
1.
So he's on a 3-match winning run, having had to come through the qualifiers. And he, beating Judd, that he loves this stage and loves being here.
And that will annoy him. He won't show it. He never does show it. Oh, how crisp was that?
9.
And see the occasional mistake from Jack Lisowski, but we are going to see. And remember,
16.
he came through that epic decider against Neil Robertson.
17.
The Wizard of Wishaw, John Higgins, in the quarters. But what is turning out to be a thoroughly intriguing edition of the
25.
World Championships.
12. Anthony McGill, 7. Jack Lisowski.
One apiece then. I've got a feeling this is going to be a match. One of McGill, Lisowski, Milkins or Sijawi, one of those four is going to be in the semis. It's opened up this little portion.
It depends who you are, but you know, you wouldn't necessarily be studying the draw, but you would certainly be aware of... It does make a difference. Well, that's lovely.
1. 9. 16. 22.
You can play for the loose red as well. Pink returning to the yellow spot. Well, he did try and force. Wasn't really the correct angle to play that shot.
37.
He's played that nicely.
45.
It was very missable here at the table. It looked like it didn't. And it went over the reds. Perfectly legal shot.
53.
Ah, yes. Nicely played. How's the cue ball? It's good.
He's in fine touch this morning, embroiled in that safety exchange.
64.
The temperament for the big stage and the safety game.
70.
He has the absolute perfect demeanour.
78.
Doesn't look undue pressure. Lets go of mistakes easily.
Just every time he came out, he was smiling. Beat his good friend. We first saw him here at the Crucible. You could tell he was comfortable here.
94.
Struck that beautifully.
98.
What a treat this match is going to be. Been a superb break by Anthony McGill.
106.
Will set up once again.
1. 113. 118. 124.
Nearly.
Anthony McGill.
Anthony McGill starts us off. Our last frame before to just settle in here. Yes, he got that second frame on the board, but we want to get his hand on the table again as quickly as possible. Long may it continue.
Couldn't avoid the black, so used it to his advantage. But what a poor shot that was from Jack Lisowski to even leave that red.
No. 16.
Yeah, excellent shot.
Thank you.
Pink out there. It doesn't suit the player's eye when colours are in unusual positions. It's strange, but it's not in his way this time. Lee's reds are in potable positions. He should clinch this frame here, especially.
36.
Long, long way to go yet, but
44.
with Jack Lisowski behind the scenes.
This was the shot. Just no care and attention. This cue ball needs to be on the side cushion and onto the back
52.
cushion underneath that red. Should never have left, but a little tricky. Yeah, nicely played.
52.
The black pots into the right-hand corner pocket.
$58.
Well, he did come around and have a look. That is an absolutely... That's wide, is it?
Anthony McGill. 1.
Yeah, lovely pot. 7 remaining, so plenty of points to play with.
Jack Lisowski 1.
Well, he did try the
Miss.
two-cushion skimmer, clip the green. Has he left a free ball?
Jack Lisowski.
Yeah.
Jack Lisowski 1.
There's the difference in play. Jack happy to play shots where...
That was beautifully taken by Anthony McGill. It's yet to settle.
Oh, well, this is excellent. That is a great
Anthony
shot. It's
McGill.
Anthony's best shot to the black on purpose to send the black safe. Very clever shot, that, from Anthony McGill. And despite particularly sewn up this fourth frame.
Such a clever shot from Anthony McGill. Tactically, he's had the better of these exchanges so far today.
In from the qualifiers, having been here before, played here before, got to the semi-finals, quarter-finals, knows his way around the crucible. He was the player nobody wanted.
In the quarters, and then he beat you in the first round the following year. And you could tell straight away he was somewhat comfortable. The black rooted to the cushion.
Jack
That's a good shot of his own from Jack Lisowski. Just rest into the back of this red. There have been some, you'd have to say, doesn't want to knock the black safe. And all the colours to tie. excellent shot.
1.
And that should wrap this one up.
Anthony McGill, 1.
First time he's shown any emotion so far this morning. And a little. This has been brilliant potting accuracy. That 1-2-4 in the third proved
Anthony
it.
McGill, 7. And a frame.
Well, I can't say I've got a world title in the locker, but I'm delighted by Anthony McGill. And Lisowski needs to change something.
Change the momentum in this match. He was in the practice room at the interval, trying to find something on the practice table. Yeah, nice shot.
$17.
Awkward little shot to get to that, but has he missed the black? He has.
1.
Moments as an opportunity to establish not just a lead, but also Anthony winning both at the moment.
This has been really good from the Scot so far. Match. I'm going to try and savour being here because it is such a special place to play.
Yeah, no problem.
25.
Reading their body language.
Come and see them up close in the arena. It is some atmosphere out there.
Referee Tatiana Williston in to make sure no foul was committed, and there wasn't. Played that very nicely. You can also see that these balls, they're not only going in.
47.
And this frame's not quite over yet. Lisowski desperate to try and get himself.
Big shot taken. How's his form?
4.
He's been brave to give himself the chance here.
Oh, he's played to move it. I know plenty of players who wouldn't have played that.
12. Lisowski, 12.
Well, he's chosen to try and get the snooker behind blue and brown. He hasn't done that. Yeah, that was the right shot there, and he's played it well. He hasn't got the snooker. Excellent shot this. A little bit fortunate that the brown has collided in with the blue, but they hit this and could get the snooker back. No, he didn't get the green full enough. And he has left this green for Anthony.
3.
But
7.
another frame goes begging. Grows further
12.
in this opening session of 3. Yes, Anthony McGill will be feeling he has a chance to press home his advantage here. Guaranteed at least to be level. But the way this match is panning out,
1.
and thinking cleverly, they become a very, very hard player to beat.
To think clearly out there in this arena where we've watched all those historic moments, you get a bit overexcited even as an established player. Not as risky as it looks, this. It's close. Not close. close enough. And he's got it.
1.
And what a wonderful opportunity. He has been one of the high performers this year.
9.
Yes, when you look at... He's had quite
17.
a few... to 7s and 9s and 11s
24.
to start turning the screw.
It's not as easy as it sounds. Frame. And for Anthony.
52.
And he's seizing it with both hands here.
$59.
Lisowski is so popular and limit the damage. That's not a sign of disrespect to Anthony McGill, it's just...
67.
And everybody knows how talented he is. But at the moment, he is being stifled by an opponent playing...
How's the cannon to the red? Perfect.
79. 80.
Got all the shots.
87.
Jump up and down and draw attention to his own talent.
90.
He's not that kind of person. Good as anyone.
94. 99.
This has been superb. And he richly deserves the opportunity to lead when they come to an end. Warm applause greeted Jack Lisowski when he came. He has to take his chances.
If this misses the brown, this is good. Oh, but it has just caught the brown on the way past, so... Excellent. Particularly having suffered what's gone on so far.
1.
That wasn't easy.
Jack Lisowski, 1. 1.
Excellent.
9.
Pointing to the dominance of Anthony McGill, although Lisowski has
Anthony McGill, 16.
nailed a few. It's the table time, perhaps, that's been most difficult for Lisowski. McGill's been the one hammering in 3 half centuries, 2 centuries.
Unmissable. And how's his luck? He's on the pink. On the pink spot if possible. And keep the pink on the black spot.
8.
Wisely, not going anywhere near the red on the back cushion.
15.
Having the red on the pink spot. Nicely played.
20.
Now
29.
to secure the frame at this visit.
36. 40.
Oh, but that's a bad miss. Didn't see that one coming, I have to say.
Anthony McGill,
Usually very strong.
43.
Real signs of frustration here from Jack Lisowski. He's really
1.
feeling it out there, Sean.
This wasn't the session he had in hope for. And that pink. Sees this frame tick by. Clarity of thought to see that is excellent.
Oh,
1.
he just...
Anthony McGill, 1. And a frame.
Yes, a reluctant nod from Jack Lisowski. Anthony McGill starts us off at the end of a session that so far could not have panned out. That's it, Jack Lisowski.
1.
Another good opener.
Jack
Of
Lisowski,
course.
1.
It's so upsetting. And whilst you're feeling like that, you've got to still play. It's amazing watching this little battle that's going on here now, McGill.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've agreed to have a rewrap. You know, if you go through the footage and review it with a fine-tooth comb, you made all the decisions yourself. You know, Anthony hasn't had him snookered every shot. Jack's made a lot of questionable shot choices.
And that just sums up 7-1, and he will feel the job is.
Yeah.
Anthony McGill, 4.
Oh, that's wonderful. Great shot. Jack just wants out of there.
1.
Who never played a give-up shot in his life. We'll now see this as an incredible opportunity.
9. 17.
See, Anthony McGill has potted
23.
100. Almost 3 times more points scored as well.
And remember, it looked like he was going to go out in his opening qualification match, from which to make the quarterfinals yet again. To perfection for this event.
35. 43.
Get in the mindset of believing he can.
Matches have been won from a long way behind, and you have to just play it one frame at a time for the frame.
57. 65.
Anthony McGill is laying down a statement. He's telling everybody still in contention for this
70.
year's World Championship, top 16. But this has been high scoring, clever, creative
77.
in his opponent and capitalising on it, frame after frame after frame.
85.
12 in the 6th. Frames for Anthony McGill.
92.
He could finish this match in 2 sessions,
95.
but mustn't give up. He won't give up.
99.
Third managed Scott.
110. And the frame.
Doesn't bother with the final grab. A perfect